Hey folks, in today's episode, we make the long drive across the UP to St. Ignace, Michigan, and take a boat tour through the Soo Locks at Sault Saint Marie.
Make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure.
July 16th was going to be a long day. 7.5 hours of driving and a lost hour due to a time zone change. A lot of the driving was on US Route 2. Again, you know, somebody really ought to do a road trip on that highway.
It's Big John!
No!
Yes! It says Big John.
I saw.
On the bottom.
What's so funny about the Big John statue? We have a playlist of story songs for the boys. Jimmy Dean's Big Bad John is one of the songs they like. Here we go. We're in the Eastern time zone, everybody. We were going to use St. Ignace as a jumping-off point to see the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore and possibly Mackinac Island. Pictured Rocks was about 2 hours from our campsite and is really best seen by charter boat. So we opted to take a boat tour through the locks at Sault Saint Marie. Admittedly, going to Sault Saint Marie wasn't really on our radar. It was a wonderful surprise. This ship is the Maritije Andrea, a ship from the Netherlands. One of many international ships that pass through these locks. French missionaries founded a permanent settlement at Sault Saint Marie, Michigan in 1668. That's 90 years before Pittsburgh was founded, in case you're keeping track. Of course, Ojibwe Native Americans lived in the area for centuries before that.
Built in 1917, the Valley Camp is 550 feet long, 58 feet wide. Now the city of Sault Saint Marie acquired this ship for a museum during its 300th birthday celebration back in 1968. U.S. Coast Guard Sector Sault Saint Marie, one of the largest on the Great Lakes. Let's take a quick look because we're close by here. Look below the window of the pilot house. See all those ribbons? That's what our crew earned for ice breaking and rescue efforts over the years. Corps of Engineers Marine Basin, very busy place during the week.
Soo Locks is the world's largest parallel lock system. It allows shipping traffic to compensate for the 21-foot difference in level between Lake Superior and Lake Huron. This happens at the rapids on the St. Mary River. Even though the locks are closed between January and March due to ice, they still pass 10,000 ships a year.
And they are going to let the water into 2 tunnels. 42 feet of water below us, so that pressure is that strong that we can show you the rings.
Sault is spelled S-A-U-L-T and is derived from the French word for rapids. There are two cities with the same name, one in Michigan, U.S., and the other in Ontario, Canada. When we were there in the summer of 2021, non-essential travel to Canada was still prohibited. The international highway bridge that goes over the locks was eerily quiet.
Right, you see those two objects in the water there? Well, that is the very beginning of the canal that winds through the city 2¼ miles and ends up feeding the water to that hydroelectric power plant.
In the next clip, our guide tells us a little about restrictions on the Canadian locks. I'm including it here only as a memory of a very strange time in world history.
And we left on a good note, enjoyed the use of their lock. It's very nice. And then this year we opened May 15th. We had the luxury of using the Canadian lock system again. And we were going along just fine until about 5-6 weeks ago. In the middle of the week, we had made one trip through the lock. We made a second trip through the lock on the Canadian side. But right before we're ready to leave the dock on our third and last trip of the day, we got the message from Ottawa. Do not use our lock system. Do not cross the yellow dotted line, which is the border line. Do not come in our Canadian waters. Well, our little company here, we play by the rules. So we've stuck right to it. And we made phone calls, and we sent text messages and emails, and we just can't get anybody to return any messages to us. First it was June 21st. Now the next one is July 21st. We're going to hear some confirmation if we can use the Canadian lock system or not. It's a very nice, addition. Don't get me wrong, but we just don't understand why, after using it all last year and part of the year in the opening season, that out of nowhere they would stop us from using it.
Oh look, it's closed. Not yet.
Almost.
Well, I can't wait until it rains.
Got a good track record, it does its job, it don't complain, keeps giving us power, and it's well maintained.
The American Soo Locks were first opened in 1855. There have been a few different lock systems built and replaced over the years. A giant new lock called Poe Lock is scheduled to open in 2030. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers operates the U.S. locks, which includes a park, visitor center, and observation deck.
We were in that.
What? This?
The Poe Lock. We were over on that side.
That's pretty amazing.
Let's go through two of them.
Yeah, one didn't open right now because there was no fear of damaging the other from ice or anything. Remember, that second one is to help keep the first one safe.
The Soo Locks Visitor Center was built in 1966 and updated in 1995. It does have a limited schedule, open from Mother's Day until mid-October. Canal Park is open year-round. There is also a Junior Ranger activity offered here. The westernmost Atlantic seaport.
What are you doing, Pierce?
Bringing the boat through the dock.
Through a dock?
Through the lock.
Through a lock. So you put it in, now what happens?
It starts up I open these gates, I put the boat in. Now I crank. Now the water's lowering.
Okay.
Now this gate will open. And because we're here, this gate closes. Level rises.
All right.
Wait, no, the water level stays down.
What if I want to come upriver?
I am on the MacArthur walk. The gates open, the boat goes through, stops. Gates close. Water level slowly rises. Wow, that was a big boat. Oh, wait. The gates are shut. The gate opens. The boat goes through. So far down.
Canal Park was nice. A couple of sculptures, a fountain, a Japanese ceremonial city gate, among other things. Kind of reminds me of Virginia Beach without the sand.
Yeah, get it from a different angle.
This is day 30, 29.
29.
This part of Sault Saint Marie, Michigan is touristy. Shirt shops, fudge shops, bars, and restaurants. It's amazing how many things there are to see in this country, especially when you're right on the borders of it. Point Iroquois is on Lake Superior. This was the fourth of the Great Lakes for us to see with the boys. Even in July, it was cold. The boardwalk at the beach area along Lake Superior reminded us a lot of Indiana Dunes National Park. I'll put a link to that playlist above. Just like a lot of places we went this summer, we really wish we could have spent some more time in the UP. There was a lot we didn't get to see, but to be honest, after 30 days on the road, we were starting to get a little homesick. Thanks for watching. Our next video will be the final video sharing our big tour out west. We'll check out the town of Mackinac City, Michigan, and visit the incomparable Bronner's Christmas Wonderland. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, like and share this video, and comment below.